Hey guys, it's Ron Bass. Yep, that's me with another edition of guess what?
What?
The Ron Bass Show.
Oh!
It's your source for inspiration, encouragement, motivation, dry humor. Mr. Brent Atterbury.
Mr. Ron Bass.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Brent over here, he's got me going on this dry humor thing all week long now. I'm playing, it's like a play on words every day.
Yep. I said, hey, Ron, guess what? I'm running a little late. And he goes, why don't you try running in the morning?
In the daylight.
Or in the daylight.
Yeah. I couldn't help myself. I'm so funny I should be on stage.
Yes.
There's a stagecoach leaving in about 15 minutes.
That's right.
Okay, well, guys, look, you got to have a little fun in life. You can't just be serious all the time.
Not all the time.
I catch myself being really serious a lot, and I have to like take a step back and take a deep breath and say, hey, man, you're luckier than 99% of the people out there, so just chill out. Relax. You'll always find a way to work through problems if you don't just throw in the towel. If you don't throw in the towel. You know where that came from?
No.
Boxing matches where they throw in the towel and call the match.
Yeah, don't throw in the towel.
Yeah. So in other words,
just get beat to a pulp.
Don't
throw in the towel.
Man. I talked about some of the boxing matches that I've done, and it wasn't very pretty, but hey, you know what? You got to do things that you're not comfortable doing. That's what was in my mind when I did these competitions. It's like, okay, I've never done this before, but I've got to do it because if you have to engage in things that you're afraid of doing, and when you do that, you find there's a certain amount of freedom in that, and then you can look back and reflect. Plus, you have a point of reference. So when you're going through life and things aren't going well and you're struggling, you can remind yourself, hey, I got through a pretty rough patch. And so this is nothing compared to that. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of good reasons why you should engage in uncomfortableness. Like I always say, learn to be comfortable with uncomfortableness. It's a process. You're not going to get there overnight. I've got a student that trains with me, maybe 6 weeks now. This gal is retired military, and she is so anxious to be successful at doing martial arts. And I don't want to say anything to her because she's so obsessed with this situation. But I say to myself, it takes time. You just aren't going to walk into any new endeavor and be wonderful at it. There's probably some exceptions. I mean, certain people maybe have these gifts, but not the majority. I mean, very, very seldom does that happen. I see your notes.
I was just going to say, there's with stuff like that, and even goal setting, there's no shortcuts.
Nope.
You got to work hard.
And you got to pay your dues, man.
Yeah.
In other words, you have to go through the struggles, the ups and downs, a lot of failures to get to success. And it's just true. And whether it's, I was watching TikTok the other day, some of these some of these artists struggled for years, living in their car, didn't know where their next meal was coming from, and now they're super successful. But to me, if you can just get to the point where you're making a living at your trade, you're still 99% ahead of the average guy or girl. So don't beat yourself up if you're not like a star or a famous person. You can be famous in your local region. Like here in little old Springfield, Missouri, I was on television for so many years and radio that I can just about go anywhere and somebody will recognize my company because of our jingle or our TV. I did my own television commercials, I did my radio commercials. And it's like, it's not a really big deal because I didn't do it to become like well known in my city. I did it because it was good for business and I was always trying to build my company. So the point I'm trying to make is you don't have to be like worldwide famous. You can be famous locally. You can be famous regionally. You can be famous like Brent's father, a professional comedian. So he had a big name for himself, probably more regionally than nationally, although he's known throughout the country because he traveled the country. But he has a really big name and he's really famous, in probably a 3 or 4 state area. Well, that's a powerful accomplishment. I'm sure he didn't do it for that reason. He did it because he liked entertaining and he could play all the instruments and he could sing and dance and people loved him. And he did it because he loved his trade. But that's the point I'm trying to make, guys. Do your thing because you like doing it. I love business. I love doing martial arts. I love working out. I don't feel like I'm being beat over the head to do it. I don't feel like I'm beating myself up and doing something I don't want to do. I do it because I enjoy it. And the other benefit is setting an example for other people. I tell my friends all the time, it's not just about your success, it's about helping other people to become successful. If you're not doing something that's good for yourself, you're not going to ever be able to help anybody else. So half the battle is getting yourself in order, building your own personal development, so to speak, and the other half is being a good leader, setting a good pace, mentoring other people, helping them to get through their struggles. Man, every single day. Today, one of my employees, man, he just got out of jail. Been in there since, I think, 4 days. And as soon as he gets out of jail, he calls me, ready to go to work. And this guy's got a really good work ethic. But right away, I go to meet him, and he calls me 10 minutes later, hey, can you give me a jump? He's driving an old truck. The damn thing only works some of the time. Because he's got a drug addiction, he doesn't, tend to his affairs like he should. So the truck is on its last leg all the time. I try to jump it, it won't jump. His wife's in jail because he took her home this morning after he got out of jail, and he got stopped, pulled over, and because he's driving on an expired license, she's got a warrant. She goes to jail. He's struggling with her on the phone with her while we're trying to jump the vehicle. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I think I got problems. But look, all this comes down to the same thing almost every single time: addiction. If he didn't have a drug addiction, odds are all this wouldn't be happening. If his wife didn't have a drug addiction, odds are this wouldn't be happening. But when you've got addiction in the picture, guys, I can guarantee it's always going to lead to nothing but trouble and heartache and drama and legal problems and health problems and you name it, right? And I'm not saying this to beat up on the guy. I'm just saying it as an example of why you don't want to be addicted to drugs or alcohol. Now, I get it. It's very difficult to get out of that loop. We talk about it all the time. And once you're there, it's going to be really, really, really tough to get sober. But I saw a video the other day on TikTok. This gentleman, he's been sober for, I think, 10 years now. Wow. Pretty young guy, too. And he has a ministry. And he was talking. He said, look, guys, I get it, man. Don't beat yourself up. If you're struggling with addiction and you try to get sober, but you're not making it, just try again tomorrow. Don't beat yourself up. God loves everybody. And you need to love yourself. And look, man, we love you no matter what, whether you're doing drugs, whether you're not, whether you're drinking, whether you're not. Don't give up. Just give it another try tomorrow. And if that doesn't work, try it again the next day. And I thought to myself, this guy had a very beautiful, kind-hearted outlook on a very difficult problem. Sometimes I'm not that easygoing about it. Sometimes I'm pretty rough on these guys. Maybe his approach is better. Maybe no approach really works. Maybe in the end it just all comes down to you having to deal with your own affairs and figuring it out for yourself. But I do say, and I believe, it's very important to be around people that you want to become like. So if you're wanting to get sober, you need to hang out with sober people. If you're wanting to be a successful business guy or girl, hang out with successful business people. If you want to be a successful athlete, you get the idea. All right. I was thinking about this coming back from the gym this morning, that how often we make our decisions are based on emotions, not logic. Like I'm driving down the road and I'm seeing people driving these really expensive cars and I'm thinking, wow. Because when you've been broke, like I've been broke, and you have a little money, the last thing you want to do is blow it. You become conservative and more frugal, and I get that. I didn't used to understand that, but now I understand why people were like frugal. And so, people look at these beautiful cars and they walk around and they kick the tire. And I'm thinking they should be more interested in, does the car run good, than how good it looks. But that's not the way cars are sold. It's all about aesthetics. Oh, that's a beautiful car. Oh, it looks so pretty. Oh, it looks so mean. It looks so tough. It looks so cool. Right? And then that's what they buy the car. Yeah. So from the marketing side, from the manufacturing and the dealership side, that's why they're always talking about amenities and, oh, it's got the best air conditioning and it's got the best wheels, and you get the idea. Mm-hmm. But guys, that's really not the best way to make a decision. At any rate, just thought I'd throw that out there. Look, another thought I had was, you have to impress yourself first Don't try to impress other people. Impress yourself. Figure out ways to improve your life. That's got to be the number one thing every single day. Don't try to be popular with other people, because not everybody's going to like you. I don't care how nice, how good looking, how rich, how wonderful, how athletic, how whatever you are. People are going to find fault. And that's just life, and you can't worry about it. It's like, should be like water off a duck's back. Keep moving. Some people are going to take to you, some people aren't going to take to you. But the main thing is you need to like yourself. If you like yourself, life's going to be a whole lot better. It's going to be a whole lot smoother, I promise you.
And you're going to like getting the water off the duck's back.
That's it, man. Any rate, just some thoughts I had this morning. One last thing, and I'm going to throw it over to you. I'm really impressed with 3 different businesses that I've seen lately in our Missouri location. Andy B's, which is, they sell not ice cream, but it's
Andy B's is the bowling alley.
no,
Andy's
not
frozen custard.
Andy's ice cream. Or
Andy's frozen custard.
Frozen custard.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but basically, it's like ice cream.
Yeah.
And the line is like from here to the end of the world every single day, particularly in the warm weather. People are lined up. I mean, like dozens and dozens of cars.
Yeah.
The same thing goes true with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Just lined up, man, to get in this place. I mean, and it's constant all day long. And then the 7 Brew Coffee Company, competing with Starbucks. Man, everywhere I go and I travel, I see a 7 Brew, and they're just lined up in there. So, and of course, the In-N-Out Burgers in California and the West Coast, same thing. So all these 4 companies have something very similar in common. The ability to attract lots of people all day long. They have a method where you can pull in and they can wait on you right in the line, and they have a lot of young, youthful kids working there, and it's very upbeat music. So whatever they're doing is obviously working really good, and I just have a lot of respect for successful businesses, and I just wanted to throw that out there. I find it interesting because they all have that same thing in common.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me, Starbucks obviously dominated
For years.
has dominated the world for a long time.
Yes.
And
now
for other companies to come up and compete.
Yes.
In my line of work, we always try to tell the businesses that you have to have a unique selling proposition. You have to have something that they don't have, or something that the consumer may want that the competition doesn't have.
Yes.
And all they're making coffee that's got lots of sugar, but they play music and
It's
they're
upbeat.
out talking to you.
Yep.
And it's almost like it's immersive experience getting that cup of coffee versus
Yes.
going through Starbucks, which
Yes.
is great coffee, by the way. But you go through that line, you just get your coffee and you're out.
These companies have found the secret sauce, and
Yeah.
I'm super impressed with
Yeah.
it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when you're starting your own company, your own business. Follow some of these business models,
Yeah.
and I think you'll find a lot more success a lot quicker than you would otherwise.
And develop your own unique selling
Your
proposition.
own unique selling proposition.
USB.
What say you, sir? Breaking news?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, can you touch your nose with your tongue?
No.
I can.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're something else.
Yeah.
man.
So, this guy is a Belgian. He's Sasha Finier in Belgium.
Belgium?
He's a Belgian
The country?
man. Belgian man. I guess that would be Belgium.
Belgium, yeah.
Yeah. He just smashed the Guinness World Record for touching his nose with his tongue 421 times in 1 minute. It's a new
That's
Guinness World
pretty
Record.
bizarre.
421 times in 60 seconds.
And I can't even
Come
touch it
on.
one time.
Come on.
Wow.
So,
I don't know how you do that.
well, it's a gift.
Has to be.
I don't know why you would ever want to touch your nose with your tongue.
I guess
but
to win the world record.
I guess. So, and today, well, we've, coming through Memorial Weekend here in the United States,
Yeah.
it's kind of kicks off summer. Today is National Sunscreen Day
Ooh,
and National Flip Flop Day.
okay,
Temperatures are rising, summer's coming,
okay,
but you're going to like this.
okay.
It's National Senior Health and Fitness Day.
Oh, we like that.
Senior.
Senior,
Or senior,
yeah.
however you look at it.
Is that a synonym for old?
Mature.
Older.
Mature is a better word.
Okay.
Oh, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yes, sir.
Man. All right. Well, speaking of old, I noticed on our analytics with YouTube that it's a broad spectrum of listenership. Now, when I first started, it was almost exclusively very young, and now it's all the way from young to older. So we're getting a lot more viewers from all the different age groups. So I appreciate that. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the likes and the subscriptions, and hopefully we're doing some good for somebody out there. Remember, to save one person's life is like to have saved the whole world. So that's our goal every day. If we can just help encourage, motivate one person out there, then I think our work is worthwhile. Plus, we enjoy ourselves. We have a good time. We enjoy doing this every week, and hopefully there's going to be a lot more of this to come as we go along. So, at any rate, just remember this: if you don't give up, which you better not, eventually,
Better not.
stars are going to line up. When that happens, you're going to be a whole lot better off. But when that happens, and until that happens, and even after that happens, remember this: the most important thing every day, all day long, is to remain and stay. You know what? So important. Stay positive.